a little softly because my grandparents are asleep, even though it's like 4 o'clock, I think. It's almost 5 o'clock. I am going to attempt taking care of some plants. And my history with plants is horrible. Like, I know cactus are not supposed to be impossible to like die, but like I kill cacti. Like, it's that bad. I do not have a green thumb. But I'm going to attempt it because I saw them at Walmart and I was like, oh my god, they're so cute. I at least want an aloe plant and maybe a couple of succulents. I got a little baby one today to put in like the little small jars. But yeah, so I want at least an aloe vera plant because I get burned a lot. I cook a lot recently. So this is a investment kind of thing. Hopefully I don't kill it before I burn it myself. It did get real dirty in here, but I should probably lay out something on this table, but it's okay. I need some dirt. Maybe I didn't buy any dirt because I was just gonna move them into the separate pots, but I didn't realize my tip screen would be way bigger than my actual succulents. Philly, put these babies back. Also during this process, I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I'm gonna name these babies. So I feel like that's the more exciting thing because you don't know. It's gonna be really cringy. It's gonna be cringy because you know I'm gonna name them after anime characters. Like, I had to think about it. I was like Krona. I name everything Krona because I love Krona from Soul Eater. So like, there has to be a way. I'm definitely gonna do it. This is the Luna Croton. Pretty sure I said it wrong. So we have this baby. We have the aloe vera. And I got this one. Your name is the White Anne from Peru. This baby is from South India. This one's from Peru. And I got this one mainly because it says it enjoys low light. So I'm going to put it on my desk instead of putting them all right here where the sun is. It's all right, killing me right now. But yes, so all of these look like they have very little dirt. And I have very large jars. Ooh, hot. It's hot still. If I'm doing something wrong, please critique me. Don't well, if you want to criticize me as you critique me, that's fine too. But like I said before, I suck at plants. So this is just gonna be a learning experience. If I'm fucking up, you can enjoy me fuck up and see later on my Instagram story, without no shame, my plant's dying and me crying about it. But I guess I should explain why I'm doing plants even though I suck at plants. I should have mentioned that earlier. So I actually really love plants. I love the color green. My favorite absolute color. I really sound people think it's a really nasty color. But I really love green and I just love plants in general. I really do love plants. And I love cacti. I love water lilies. I love red flowers. I love a good bunch. But I want to take plants as well. And I kind of want to grow my own garden because I'm getting used to like cooking my own stuff instead of doing like processed foods. And so I've really enjoyed like doing stuff with vegetables and well, bell peppering in general. And I kind of like the idea of this being more, I guess, independent. I don't know what's the word for it, but like providing for my own self kind of thing. I should do a little spritz. I kind of want to be like a farmer. Like my dream in this like life in general, how do you do this? How do you get it out of the pot without hurting the plant? Can I just wiggle it out and it loosens up at least? I guess. I don't want to rip it. Oh my god, how am I supposed to do this? But my dream is to go to Japan and live in Japan. My dream is to live in Japan, try to be like a citizen there or whatever and live in like the raw areas of Japan. Oh no. Well, that was a dead leaf. It's okay. Thank God it was only a dead leaf. But yeah, that's like my biggest dream or inspiration is just to live in rural Japan and live in one of those older traditional houses instead of like Tokyo. I feel like it's everyone's big dream or expectation. Live in Tokyo, live in an apartment, live in the flashy district. Yeah, I really want to kind of live that lifestyle of living in a big house. I feel like my biggest the thing that helped me come up with that inspiration is wolf children, because Hana, the mom, moves her children to the rural country in her house. I love seeing her work and like clean and build her house back together all by herself. I feel like it's kind of helped me build like the independent woman kind of thing. Not be a mom, of course, because that's a lot of work, and I don't really want to have children or like give birth to them at least. But to build something and call it mine and live in it and grow old and have a lot of memories in it, even if I grow old and be like lonely or whatever, I still want to live in a house that I at least fixed up, and I get like everyone wants to own a house and like put that work into it. But I want to live something that also I want to build and have this one do this. This is horrifying. Okay, there you go. That was scary. But yeah, I want to be able to say I cleaned this house. I kind of built it back up from the ground kind of thing, and I don't know, it's just like a really good, interesting, independent woman kind of thing. I'm not really a feminist, to be honest. I just am a very logical person, and I just like the idea of being really independent because I'm already a very independent person. I want to do everything myself instead of like relying on others, even though it's not bad to rely on others. I just like doing stuff myself and feel like I really it's like an intrinsic kind of motivation thing. Like I want to do things for myself, for my personal satisfaction kind of thing. That's why, and like also Hana in the movie has a garden, has a farm, and she learns to be doing that and raising her kids. And this like scene of her like cleaning the sink is very beautiful. I love the idea of like Japanese houses also having a bathhouse. I feel like Ghibli and like a lot of this, like not Disney movies, a lot of movies and Japanese movies kind of set that like ideal for me. So for example, like Ghibli and My Neighbor Totoro, when they move into their new house, and their dad and them are like sitting in a really old, kind of like antique, not really, Japanese style bath, where it's kind of like a hot spring-esque. I just love the idea. It's just like my kind of, I don't want to say aesthetic, but like what I really enjoy and appreciate about the Japanese culture. And I get like a lot of comments saying, oh, you're very interested in the Japanese culture, aren't you? I'm like, yes, I am very highly invested. And not because of just like anime or whatever, but just because I just love everything in Japan. Because like what they do and how they organize things and like their culture of it, it's like a really logical and like appealing sense to it. And it's like not me trying to be a weeaboo or trying to like appropriate the culture. I guess it's like appreciating it and like the architecture of it. I love architecture. I was thinking about being an architect beginning of my junior year, I think. Because a lot of people are like, I'm good at drawing buildings. I have that attention to detail kind of thing. I love designing. I love drawing straight lines at least. And having that perception in math. I'm good at math, of course, being Asian and everything. I don't know, I just love architecture. I just love looking at like tiny houses. I just love looking at that kind of thing. And Japanese culture has always been interesting to me, especially in the bathroom function. Like I want to go to Japan just because I want to go to the bathhouses, experience that kind of feeling of being really open. I love the idea of just Japanese people being really open and not like maybe accepting, but like not bothered by such like things like nudity or whatever, or like being public with your body kind of thing, even though we're like really kind of shaming also in a way because it's kind of funny, but just like the idea of that. And what was I getting to? I already forgot. Dang it. I don't know where I was going with that. I just got sidetracked about Japanese being really kind of okay with like, but that's also why I don't want to get a tattoo, at least until I experience like a osen, like a really authentic old traditional osen. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but like a Japanese hot spring, and like we don't want to the mountains where it's like freezing, but like it's a freaking hot spring, and like I want to experience that. That's why I don't want to get a tattoo, because I want to experience that. I might never get a tattoo, even though I really want to get a tattoo, because I just want to have that experience. I know that Japan's like some people are changing their policy about that. So maybe in like 5 more years, I know there's already places like that, but like maybe in 5 years, all hot springs, like bathhouses, will be like that, and I might be able to get a tattoo when I hit my 30s. I don't know. I get that. Like I know kids in my high school are already getting tattoos and everything. I'm just like, I want a tattoo too, but I'm not 18 yet. But I will get when I get it. But like, I want to go to Japan. I want to live there. No, and I want to go to the ocean. Like that's one of my biggest dreams besides being shiny and everything and seeing them live. But also like go to Osen and just like experience it. Like that sounds so amazing to me. I'm like I don't want to say a different level, because I've been saying it a lot recently and it makes me kind of cringe now because I say it too much. But it's just my ideal kind of country, kind of culture thing. I know like when I go there, it's not gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. There's always a thing about culture that makes it really stand out in a maybe positive or negative way. Not everything is going to be what it says in manga or anime or even just like the news, because there's always a other side to things, no matter if it's Japan or the US. So like for example, they say that America is the land of the free, the land of opportunity, stuff like that. But I bet people when they get there, like it's kind of hard to set up their life, because it's like you gotta go to citizenship. I know about that. Citizenship is like so hard to obtain in the States, at least sometimes. So it's not sunshine and rainbows. I have a classmate who had to go through that process, and it's a really long process and grueling process. She talks about it almost every single time we have to mention it, and it's like it's also surprising how people like how small-minded people are, because like there's some sophomores in that class that are like really surprised at like some news when they talk about like citizenship and everything. Like yeah, it's not that easy, and like I'm not immigrant. I'm like the first generation here, but like hearing about it when I was in civics class last year, it sounds like a grueling, horrible process. So yeah, it's like, aside from citizenship, even if you do get it, and you still gotta wait for it once you enter, it's still like, you gotta find a job, but it's not that hard to do, I feel like in some areas. I feel like it's getting better at that, but then you also have to worry about supporting yourself, especially if you have family at least. And it might not be that forgiving at the very beginning, especially with like low minimum wage. I think they're raising it recently, but I'm still not sure. I'm almost 18. I'm a bad almost 18-year-old who has not been educated on the outside world yet. But yeah, there's like every country, every culture has like a double-edged sword thing kind of going on, and you just gotta kind of accept it, go with it, and yeah. Even if I love Japan, I might get tired of it within like 10 years, because you never know. There's some things I think about how people say, oh, America is like the best thing ever. My grandma, who came here 33 years ago, almost 44 soon, she said she didn't want to go back to Laos. And I was kind of shocked about that. And the reason why is because she really loves Walmart. She loves being able to simply go to a store and just grab whatever she wants and not have to go out into like the woods or the jungle or the fields to get just simply fish. Like you have to get that yourself. Or like maybe she didn't do it because maybe my grandpa had to do it kind of thing. Or like she didn't have to go to the rice paddies, go looking for rice and go harvest it and make sure it's clean and make sure it's in season or still good or whatever. Like she loves that so much, and that's I think one of the reasons why she said she doesn't want to go back to Laos, because that was a lot of work. And she's like old, she's retired now. So obviously, yeah. So I got the first plant done as I was rambling. But I think it needs more dirt, but I don't want to keep pushing that, so we're just gonna leave it like this, because yes. So first plant done. I didn't think about a name as I was talking. I kind of want to name it Corona. don't know how we got to that topic. We were talking about Japan, but I forgot why I started talking about Japan, Fui, but I started with why I like plants. I don't know how that got to Japan. Oh yeah, the reason why I was talking about Japan was because I was talking about independence and how it kind of related to my dream of living in Japan.